Hello, everybody. I'm not even on the camera. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Bourbon Bar. I am here alone for the time being. Lauren is speeding her way here as we speak because, well, let's be honest, she doesn't like you guys enough to be here on time, apparently. That's what she said, not me. Just kidding, though, honestly. She will be here shortly. But we have plenty of stuff to do, so before then, we'll just kind of work our way through everything. So anyway, how's everybody? Welcome. How is everyone doing? What is everyone drinking? Don't worry, guys. I'm fully prepared to be here. Don't worry. Make sure you guys are following in here. Make sure you click the like button. Sugar Hoodie's in the chat, says meow. Sugar Hoodie. Oh, wait. I need a Glenn. What am I doing with my life? Cheers, Sugar Kitty, meow. Peter White's in the chat says cheers. Derek's also here, says cheers, everyone. Cheers, Derek. Welcome to the live stream. All right, so guys, basically today we have some stuff going on. We got some whiskeys that we're gonna be drinking. Ryes, actually, it's kind of like a rye day. Unintentionally a rye day. I also had some seltzers that I wanted to try, but Lauren decided not to show up today. So looks like I'm going to be drinking the seltzers by myself. Just kidding. I mean, if she gets here in time, she will be able to drink her own seltzer. But I did get one for her, and I got a couple for me that I wanted to bring on here last time we live streamed. But I didn't find it until just now. So William Hall's in the chat says cheers. All cheers, Willie. I called you Willie. Cheers, William. Thanks for being here. Chris Tats is also here. Says good morning, Holden from down under. Good morning from down under. Oh yeah, I didn't even. That was a horrible accent. I'm a disgrace. Good morning from down under. It is 9 a.m. on the Oz East Coast. So early for a drink other than coffee. Well, I would have to agree with you, buddy. But you know what? It's not too early for whiskey because there is a thing, and it's called breakfast whiskey. And all that breakfast whiskey is whiskey in the morning. I've done it. It feels wrong, but at the same time, it's so right. So maybe I'm an alcoholic, but I've definitely had whiskey at that time in the morning, which is unfortunate. But you know how it is. Bino's in the chat says cheers. Bino in the house. His signature catchphrase, Schloss Edinburgh. Oh my goodness, really throwing me on this one, Charity. Schloss Edinburgh Urba. Schloss Edinburgh. I'll get it. Just wait. Schloss Edinburgh Urbach beer at the moment, so strong. Yes, that's so strong. The Ergbach beer. It sounds good though. Honestly, I had a couple of beers over the weekend. We went to a brewery, went to Badger State, of course, and we had a beer there. And then I also went to Station 1 Brewing, and I had an Irish ale there, and both were very good. So, beer is a good move. Honestly, on a day like today, it is sunny and 85 degrees here in Wisconsin, so I'd have to say a day like today is a good day for beer. But I'm inside, not in the AC, because I haven't turned on the AC yet, because Lauren doesn't want to, because we don't want to waste money, but you know how it is. So I'm here in this hot room with no kind of ventilation at all. So if you guys see me start sweating, that's because it's hotter than a mother in here. But not even Chad does that bad an accent attempt. Well, I just feel like I want to be able to do accents. Like, I want to be able to do every accent, let's be honest. But I'm not good enough at them to be able to do them. And part of me thinks, like, yo, I should practice this, because I'm sure actors and actresses practice their accents and stuff. But, like, at the same time, am I ever going to get better? Like, I don't have a vocal coach or anything. But, like, if I could actually be like an Australian for like a day, that would be awesome. William Hall says breakfast stouts are acceptable. Very true. Breakfast stouts. Breakfast, honestly, you can just put the word breakfast in front of any kind of alcohol, and I think it becomes acceptable. Or at least in Wisconsin it does. No one's going to judge you if you crack open a beer at 7 a.m. tea time on a golf course. But that is what it is. Golf courses are kind of like this area. It's like out of space and time because you go there and you can start drinking even if it's 7 in the morning. And you can be there for hours on end, but like all of a sudden it's like 5 o'clock in the afternoon and you realize the wife's mad at you. You've been playing like shit all day and you're 3 sheets to the wind if we're being honest. So it's like golf course is a magical place. Peter says, I do have a Canadian breakfast stout in the fridge, I believe. Gosh, you guys are talking about beers, just making me want beer. But we're doing whiskey tonight, rye whiskey specifically, because we have quite the lineup here today. Sugar says it's syrupy sweet, but with quite a bit of bittering hops. Oh, see, the bitter hops would be kind of like, I would want that tamed down a bit. I don't mind bitter hops, but like super bitter, not my jam. In Bavaria, it's traditional to have breakfast Weisswurst, sausages with Weissbier. Interesting. I guess, beer's not uncommon, I guess, for the morning drink. So I guess it shouldn't be uncommon for whiskey either. Chris Tat says it's Chad from his Bourbon Night has never improved, and I have been friends with him for 7 years. Well, honestly, he's funny though. Like I'm sure his fake accent is probably a lot funnier than my fake accent, but like I don't know. I'd have to like hear it. I'll go watch one. I'll try to find like a video where he's doing it, and then I'll judge him. I'll judge him hardcore. You know how we do. Derek says sometimes we have Bloody Marys for breakfast. That's very true. That's very, very common, I think, at least in Wisconsin. I've never even had a Bloody Mary because, well, I don't know. I don't know how I would feel about it. I just haven't had one. Although if I did have one, I'd want it to have corn dogs and donuts and pickles and cheese strings and cheese curds and everything sticking out of the top, like smashed on the rocks. It's a bar on the water where you get smashed on the rocks. And then Chris says, no, it's just bad. Well, sorry, Chad. At least maybe I can be better than at least one person in this world. Honestly, I'm sure Lauren probably can't do an Australian accent at all, but Sugar said I once saw a tour guide bus driver in a Munich hotel having 2 beers with his breakfast. You can't stop that because beer is food there. But oh my gosh, 2 beers. Like, are you saying that, like, okay, it's one thing if you had like an empty and then a full one, but if that man is over there double fisting like Edward 40 hands while eating his Weisswurst, like, that's like a whole nother level of wild. Like, I'll drink in the morning, but I'm not about to get hammered. Bloody Mary's in the airport, $1 more for a double. Great way to fly. I can't relate because I have to say Xanax to go on a plane, and Xanax plus alcohol equals death. But if I could, I would definitely be drinking before a plane because honestly, like, that just sounds amazing. Who wouldn't want to be drunk on a plane? Isn't that a country song? Drunk on a plane? I'm getting drunk on a plane. Bye, bye, everybody. Derek says we have a whole fridge of stuff I hang off our Bloody Marys. Yeah, but you put spicy stuff in your Bloody Marys, and I don't like spice. Everyone knows that. I'm not a spice guy. So that would be a no for me. Although you can make me one without spice, and then I'd probably like it. At least I think. I know Lauren says they're not spicy, but I don't trust Lauren's tongue when it comes to spicy stuff. Robin, on the other hand, says I love when Derek makes Bloody Marys. Yum. But she also doesn't like spice. Just the way I don't like spice. I mean, she's probably more accustomed to it than I am. But, like, if she likes it, then maybe I don't know. It's one thing about, like, the spiciness, but more about, like, the drinking of tomato sauce. Like, it's just something about drinking tomatoes doesn't sit right with me. Although I say that, but I'll drink a V8, like fruity, tomatoey drink or whatever. I don't know. Sugar said he had one for breakfast, and then he had the waitress bring him a refill. Okay, well that's not too bad then. And then went off to drive the. Okay, well that I don't condone. Drinking and driving, that's probably not the best way to do it. But you know what? If that's what they do over there, that's what they do over there. I guess you can't stop them, right? Chris Tat says, you never get hungover if you never stop drinking. A little bit of hair of the dog, that'll wake you right up in the morning, cure a hangover, if I've heard. All right, everybody. So, let's go ahead and crack some whiskey. Also, okay, the strangest thing has happened to me. I've had the chance to buy 3 Joseph Magnus cigar blends. So I bought the one that I got that I was super excited about, that I'm opening at 1,000 subscribers, right? But then, walk in the store, I find another one just chilling on the shelf for $200. That's below MSRP as far as I'm concerned, and this is a different batch than the one I have. This is 155, and the other one that I have is 148. So I'm like, awesome. I have to buy it because it's Joseph Magnus cigar blend. Not sure exactly what I'm going to do with it yet. I may keep it, but more likely I'll probably end up trading it for something that I really, really want. Hopefully, if I can find someone who wants to trade with me, like Master's Keep or like a Parker's Heritage or an Old Fitz something or another, depending on which ones come out this year. But yeah, so then I got that and I was super hyped. And then I walk into the liquor store today and I see another Joseph Magnus cigar blend. Same batch as this one, 155. But and again, $200. It was the same store. So they probably had like a box of a few in the back. Probably just been putting them out like one a day or something like that. Or as soon as they get bought. But it's kind of like I don't want to say it's not a hole in the wall, but it's one of those liquor stores where like you can tell people aren't going there for $200 bottles. They're going there for their Kesslers and Kesslers. Basically, that's what they're going there for, or light beer. So long story short, I held it in my hand for probably a solid 10 minutes, contemplating life, wondering how much Lauren would get pissed at me if I bought it. And then I decided that if I have 3 bottles of the same whiskey and they all cost $200, then maybe I'm having a problem. It almost felt like God was testing me. Like, I wonder when this kid's limit is before he stops buying the same bottle of whiskey when they cost that absurd amount of money. You know what I mean? But I guess 2 was enough for me. I thought about buying it and then like trying to sell it to one of you guys, but then it's like you're sending a $200 bottle of whiskey in the mail, which I would do, but I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know. But either way, that's my story about Joseph Magnus. I could have had 3 bottles. Now I only have 2, and I should only have 1. But hey, it hurts. It hurts leaving that kind of thing on the shelf. Oh my gosh! And then I go to Hy-Vee because they were selling Rittenhouse Rye for $10 a bottle. $10 a bottle. This is normally $25. They're selling it for $10 a bottle. I'm like, I have $10. Like, what is $10? It's like 5 minutes of work, right? So buy a bottle, check out. I'll go by their cabinet where they keep their rare stuff. Didn't really see anything in there. And then I check out, and then I see behind their shelf, because earlier today I saw someone post in like a Green Bay Facebook group that they got Russell's 13 today, and I'm like, weird, but okay. And I went to the Hy-Vee. They have 4 bottles of Russell's 13 just sitting behind the desk on the manager's desk, and 2 bottles of Michter's 10-year rye. I believe it was a rye. Yeah, and of course I asked, like, is that for sale? And the poor girl at the counter, she must have been like not new, but she obviously didn't have any power, and she's like, oh no, I can't. She was really timid about it. She's like, I can't sell that. there's a note on it that says like don't sell it, and so like I don't want to touch it. And I was like, when's your manager come back? And she's like, oh, I think tomorrow, or my manager's not here right now. And I'm just like, damn it. You know, I don't even know if I would have bought it because I already have a Russell's 13, and I don't know if I want to pay, like, I don't know what retail is, like $200 or $300 for a Michter's 10-year, whatever it is. It always seems a little steep to me for Michter's 10-year, but at the same time, who knows what I would have done in the heat of the moment, because I've been known to splurge. But long story short, that was what my day of whiskey hunting in Green Bay. I only went to 3 places. Four places. One of the places was my grocery store, so that didn't really count. But yeah, the things you see on a random Tuesday evening, huh? Sugar says if you're Canadian, beer plus Bloody Mary mix equals red beer. They do that? That's odd. That is supposed to be vodka. Lauren is in the chat, says hi. Hey, Bubba. Drive safe. She says, sorry guys, got distracted. I'm in Appleton. That's okay. She was busy. Doing work stuff and then eating, I think. Derek's also oh, wait. I said that already. Says, we use old school Miller High Life for the chaser. Really? Man, I don't know enough about Bloody Marys to really like get this underway. I mean, I just don't. William Hall says, nice score on the Joseph Magnus cigar blend. Never seen one in the wild. Ooh, man. That sucks. I could have sent it to you. Chris Hat says, well, Lauren has not turned on the AC, so you have the money to spend. You're right. You're absolutely right. The only problem is I've been trying to buy an Apple Watch. That's a cheap one, like a $250 one. Because I need it. Well, I don't need it, but I would use it in the gym to track all my fitness stuff and at the golf course as a GPS when I'm golfing. So like it's a really good investment, I think, for me. But Lauren doesn't want me to spend the money on a watch. But if I would have came home with that bottle of Joseph Magnus Cigar Blend, the 3rd bottle, she wouldn't have even cared. Honestly, I texted her and I sent her a picture while I was in the store. I'm like, I just found another one. And she's just like, wow, nice. Not like, don't you dare buy that, or you're not going to buy that, are you? It was just, wow, nice. As in, if I would have brought it home and she would have saw it sitting here on the counter with my other 2 bottles, she would have been like, wow, nice. And that would have been that. So I don't know. Things. I don't know. Peter White says, saw a lucky 7 14-year proprietor in Alberta for 380 Canadian or 280 US. No thanks. I think I don't know which one I saw, but I've seen a couple lucky 7s at the wine cellar in the pier, and I've passed on them only because I don't know enough about them. I knew that the proprietor, I think I heard, was really good, but I wasn't about to dish out the money on it because it was like at a time where I was buying a lot of expensive bottles, so I had to chill. Lauren says, Holden doesn't need AC. It's going to be 60 degrees tomorrow. Yeah, well. And Eric says, you tell him, Lauren, we don't even have AC. Well, you know what, guys? I don't know. I can't live without AC. It's like, I need it. Need AC. And need a Fitbit. I mean, an Apple Watch. Lauren says you should be happy I support your hobbies. I am happy. I'm quite happy. I'm just saying that you don't want to support the hobby that gets me in shape and helps me score good on the golf course, but you do want to support the hobby that leads to alcoholism and bankruptcy. I mean, I shouldn't be talking like this because I'm really kind of driving myself in the opposite direction here, but you know how it is. Bino says, yes, I agree. And yes, Lauren, I do have expensive hobbies. It is what it is. Chris says, have you ever heard of a female being sarcastic? thing is, Lauren's sarcasm is sometimes not. She's not a sarcastic person, you know, that I've noticed. She's very like blunt, or not blunt, but she's very upfront. She's not like. See, I'm a sarcastic person, and sometimes I be sarcastic, and it goes right over her head, and then we end up getting in an argument because of my sarcasm. And vice versa, but she doesn't. I can't recall the last time she's been sarcastic to me, unless it's something like really stupid, like I don't know. But Pino says next week it's gonna be 85. Yeah, and I can't wait. I hear whining. You can exercise without a watch, like the olden days. But how am I supposed to know if I'm gonna die of a heart attack if I don't have a heart rate monitor? These are the things that we need to know. You know. Gosh. All right. So, guys, the whiskeys we are having tonight, is we're going to try this Rittenhouse Rye, because I've never had it, and I've heard, I thought anyway, that it's supposed to be pretty good. So, I'm excited to give it a try. Also, I'm going to be drinking some of this Brothers Bond. I can't remember if I drank it on live with you guys yet, but I did put out reviews on it, both a short and a full-length video review on Brothers Bond, but it is really good, so I am going to be drinking some of that tonight as well, along with this one, which is a special one because it was sent to me by the people over at Mersey Craft Spirits. Now, these guys are out of Alabama, Alaska, Arizona, Birmingham, Alabama. So it is a straight rye whiskey. It won an award, and gosh, I'm going to need to pull out my phone to know which award it won. But I did crack it open because obviously I wanted to make sure, you know, it was good before I came and told you guys, you know, what it was all about and tried it here. But this is a grain to glass rye whiskey. It is 91 proof and it is a double rye. Actually, it's got 95.5. That one is 2/3 of the 95.5 rye, which is 4 years old, and it has 1/3 of a barely legal 51 rye. 30 something corn. I don't know. I'll pull up the website when I get to the point of actually tasting this. But and that the other one, the 1/3, is 3 years old. I'm not sure if they source or distill. They did start up in 2018, so this very well could be their own distillate as well. Which yeah, we're gonna have to try it. That's just, it's good. We're gonna be trying it tonight. We're gonna be doing a little bit of a reviewy. So yeah. He's high maintenance. I am not high maintenance. You know, I am so low maintenance. I don't need anything. But you know, there's just things that are nice that if you can have them, why wouldn't you want them? See, I can be minimalistic if I need to, but I don't need to right now. I've got 2 jobs. The money is just stacking up. Not that I can really spend it because I got to pay people. I got debts to pay, that kind of stuff. But I will eventually, you know, be just having money around. So I like to spend some of it instead of, you know, just working 70 hours a week at 2 different jobs and making a bunch of money that I don't get to see the light of day. Most of it goes toward the house, to be fair. Peter White says, Rittenhouse Rye makes nice old fashions. Good to know. I'll have to try one with it. $10 though. $10. Like, if there's whiskey for $10, you just go and buy it. Like, it's a gimme, isn't it? Like, yeah, I don't know. If it's good whiskey, I should say, because there's whiskey out there that is $10. That's not as good, but I probably wouldn't buy it. Like Kessler's, I don't even know how much Kessler's is, but I've never owned a bottle of Kessler's. There's a reason for that. Now, $10 for this. I guess we're just gonna have to find out if it's worth it. So we gotta pour it in the Glen. I'm gonna have to get that cap because, well, I'm not gonna drink it all. And we are going to get a tasting underway of this Rittenhouse Rye. So, if I'm not mistaken, I believe this is Heaven Hill. Guys, please correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought this was Heaven Hill. Don't correct me. It says right here, Heaven Hill. Yes, distilled and bottled by Heaven Hill Distillers in Louisville, Kentucky, and Bardstown, Kentucky. This is bottled and bond, so it's 100 proof, a minimum of 4 years old. It is a single barrel from Hy-Vee. Oh, this is a single barrel from Hy-Vee. I didn't know that, but this is a Hy-Vee single barrel, so that's cool. Barreled in 3/26/18, Rickhouse 5, floor 6. This is barrel number 7989451. So this is only, let's see, 5 years old, I believe. So it's 5-year-old rye from Heaven Hill, 91 or 100 proof. I believe this is a barely legal as well. So I'm not exactly sure, but I think this is barely legal. Sugar says, "What's there a limit on the number of Rittenhouse? Could have bought us all one for that price if there wasn't." No, there is not a limit on the Rittenhouse, and I guarantee that I could go back and buy some more if you are interested. Because, yeah, $10. Although for the price of shipping, by the time it's shipped over there, it'd probably be another $10. Then it would already be at the $20, and MSRP is $25. So I guess you'd still be saving $5 depending on how much shipping costs. But yes, it was unlimited. You could buy as many as you want. They were also selling their store pick of Knob Creek, single barrel, like 9-year, 120 proof, whatever, for $50. It was $20 off. It was like normally like $70, and it was $50 now or something like that. I didn't buy it, but I thought about it. Rittenhouse is Pikeville's little brother, nice 100 proof. Okay, yeah, so barely legal, I think. I think it's barely legal. Would have to try the Rittenhouse 23-year-old single barrel. Wait, what? Would have to try the Rittenhouse. Rittenhouse is a 23-year-old single barrel? Interesting. That's nice. It's been a while since I actually got to sit down and drink some whiskey. You guys want to know what's crazy? I saw a 23-year-old Crown Royal apple. Crown apple, 23 years old. I'm not shitting you. Comes in like a fancy green Crown apple box. And it's literally says 23-year-old Crown apple. Whiskey with apple flavoring. Why? Why would anybody do that? It was like $300. Why would anybody buy 23-year-old apple whiskey? I don't know. Well, hey, I'm not gonna judge. If that's what you're into that kinky shit, I'm not gonna judge. I'm just saying. It's a lot of money for whiskey that's gonna taste like apples. I mean, like, how much more different could it be compared to the normal Crown apple? I mean, I'm actually incredibly curious, but I was shocked. Rittenhouse is 40 Canadian there. Rittenhouse store pick, nice. Yeah. Store pick. I didn't even know that. It is over $90 Australian here. Wait, whoa. How is Australian? Wait, hold on. Shipping a bottle of costs about $50. Wow. Wait. Wow. It's a lot of money. Lots of money. Many years ago. Oh, okay. So it's an older release. He has some mash bills, 51% rye, 37% corn, and 12% malted barley. Yeah, so, okay, perfect. Barely legal rye. That's what I thought. Thank you, Sugar Kitty, for the clarification. Thankfully, that CR crap is not available here. SLB reviewed it yesterday. They hated it. Wait. They reviewed the 23-year-old Crown whiskey? Wait. Really? I'm gonna watch that because my interest is piqued. My interest is piqued very much so. Sugar says, I don't understand that either. If you're going to age it at all 23 years, you might destroy it with artificial flavoring. My thoughts exactly. If you're gonna like artificially flavor it, maybe do like, I don't know, something that's not fucking apple. Like, I don't think flavoring it in general is gonna, help the scenario or even be worth it. But like, wouldn't you do something more like caramel or vanilla or like something bourbon flavored? Like, I just don't like. If you're buying Crown Apple, why would you ever buy one that's 23 years old? The marketing on that is crazy. Although if I was rich, if I had that FU money, I would do it for the memes every day. Pikesville is the same Nashville. Okay. Good to know. Good to know. Don't like the Crown. Jim Beam Apple, way better. Never had Jim Apple. Only ever had the Crown. But I puked off the Crown too many times. Chris has said yes, he get bent over the table without a please or your leave for the joy of paying our taxes for whiskey. I'm sorry, buddy. That sucks. That really does. I'm trying to think of like ways that it could be cheaper, but like I just don't know. Huh. So yeah. I don't know, that's odd. Cognac or sherry maybe. Cognac or sherry. Oh, like a cognac or sherry Crown Royal? I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm a little bit lost on this one. Sugar says there are 23-year-old Crown that's actually supposed to be good, but flavored. Yeah, no, I definitely know that there's like the 18-year and 23-year Crown, like that stuff's, that's got to be good. Just old age Canadian whiskey. Like, if you like Canadian whiskey, I'm sure it's great. But apple, you said it best. But flavored, like, why? I don't know. People gonna be people. You know what? Everyone has their own taste. So it is what it is. All right, let's get some of this Rittenhouse Rye on the nose. Ooh, smells pretty nice. It smells nice. It's giving me, honestly, it's giving me sweet bourbon vibes. Like, not like sweet bourbon, like it is giving me the Barely Legal rye vibes, but like it's got like a really sweet, easy note on it. I don't know why my nose is like kind of stuffy today. I have no idea what that's about, but forgive me. There's a little hint of an herbaceousness to it. It's very small. It does have a lot of like a juicy, fruity type vibe in the nose as well. I want to say, maybe like a peach rings, maybe. It smells sweet, fruity, caramely. It smells good. Let's just taste it. Let's get it on the palate. Sorry, guys. That was... Woo! It like tickled a part of my throat, and then I almost like swallowed it by accident when I wasn't ready, and then it was like a whole range of emotions, but wow. That's good. That's good. On to the next one. That is good. It's got a lot of spice in the back end on the finish, actually. More than I was expecting off the nose. The nose smells real sweet, but it actually has a good bit of spice in the back end, which I am enjoying. I can't tell if it's proof or spice. My palate's just like that, but it's like this spice bomb. It just felt like, and even on like the tongue mid palate, I would say, felt like a spice bomb, which is awesome. Whiskey Nose is in the chat, says, cheers, everyone. Cheers, Whiskey Nose, to you. Everyone, Whiskey Nose, check them out. if anyone wanted to post the link in the chat, that would be greatly appreciated. But make sure you guys are subscribed. Sugar Kitty says you'd pay the $50 to ship it. They would pay another $40 in taxes, and it's $100 for a cheap bottle delivered to Oz, which in Oz. Okay, guys, am I saying that right? Is Oz a place in Australia, or is Oz just short for Australia because Australia? Is that what it is? I'm just gonna keep saying Oz because that's what it looks like. But anyway, which in Oz dollars equals 150 to them. That's a tough sale just to start. Yeah, I mean, so like if you shipped like 10 bottles at once, though, like gradually, like obviously it would be gradually a little bit more expensive, right? But would it be like better to send them like 10 bottles at once rather than like to keep that like tax situation down, or are they still having to pay, like crazy taxes on it? That'd be an interesting one to figure out. All Canadian whiskey is not the same. It's just made in Canada. Not a generic whiskey outside of the bottom shelf blended mixers. True. Actually, I didn't know that. Because Canada, like, there's a lot of stuff that can be Canadian whiskey, right? Technically, I believe. As long as it's made in Canada. It's all Canadian, I think. Rules. There's so many rules. Sugar Kitty, thank you for posting that in there, guys. Make sure you go check out Whiskey Knows and subscribe to that channel. So, Marty. Oz is a nickname for Australia? Yes. Oz is slang for Australia. Chris Tass said you only ship by FedEx at least 6 bottles max at once. So, but what if you don't tell them that you're shipping alcohol? What if you're shipping sweet tea in glass jars? Like, is there ways around it like that, or is that too sketchy? That's what I'm curious about. Chris Tass says tax does not change, only shipping. Okay, so it would be marginally cheaper, I suppose, right? Technically, 10 bottles will save on shipping. That makes it cheaper, but they still pay like $400. Oh, wait, I'm confused. Yes, Peter, mail fraud. Yes, that's what I'm thinking, though. Badax Bobby's in the chat says, "Cheers, peeps. Cheers to you, Badax Bourbon. If anyone would like to post his link in here as well, that would help. But cheers, thanks for being here, man. We're just drinking some rye whiskeys. We're trying the Rittenhouse. We got some Brothers Bond, and we got some stuff from Mersey Craft Spirits. Chris Taff says, if I want to wait for 80 days to receive a shipment, I can send a pallet or a container. That's so crazy. I mean, like, it sucks because, like, whiskey's so good, but, like, the things you'd have to do for it if you didn't live in this, like, here, Crazy. That all assumes you're shipping essential oils. Wait, okay. So there's still that kind of crazy-ass taxes on essential oil? I mean, like, essential oils? Like, just random things? Is you get taxed that much when you get something shipped in? That's dumb. That's dumb. Stupid. Okay, let's get a better taste on this bad boy here. Yeah, man. I mean, spice, nutmeg, cinnamon, balm, like vanilla on the front of the palate, but there's like a lot of spice in the back end. Very spicy. Not in a bad way either, but in a good way, actually. I'd be curious to see how this one's going to compare to the Mersey. I probably should have a better palate cleanser than root beer. I do have sparkling water here that I'll switch to. I'm just thirsty, so. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get the Mersey in the glass here. Since I actually think the Mersey might compare to the single barrel Rittenhouse, just because if I somewhat remember right on my initial taste of it, I thought I had a bit of spice in there as well. He did send me, the guy's name is Gavin. I have his card here. He sent, Gavin Mersey, Craft Spirits founder. out of Birmingham, Alabama. So very cool. Thank you, Gavin, for sending this over. He also sent me a handwritten note, which was very cool. And he sent me a card that had all the information on it and some tasting notes. And in typical Holden fashion, I lost it. But to be fair, it was Lauren's fault. I'm only blaming her because she's not here. If she was here, she would hit me. But she did pick up. I had the note and the business cards and like the cards in a pile in the living room at one point, and she cleaned at some point, and I realize now that I'm saying it's her fault while I'm blaming her. Well, it was because she cleaned, which was good. But she brought the stuff in here and put it like in the bar. But when I pulled it out today, we were missing that card with the tasting notes. So this is going to be just off the rip, off the old noggin. But that's not too different from anything I've done. Oh, looks like she just got home, or at least she's pulling around the block, according to my phone. Living room. Oh, she says it's in the living room. Maybe we shouldn't leave. You know. Okay. Wow. Unreal. Okay, sorry. Catching up here. Chris says Ken has a number of packages disappear in shipping. Ken has had a number of packages disappear in shipping. Yeah, I don't know. That's like, that sucks, man. I feel for you. That's gotta suck. Sugar says no use hates essential oils, and it isn't confiscated before it leaves the U.S. Then it gets there, it gets opened, they calculate the tax on what's in the box. Really? So they just open your shit. What if you sent devil's advocate? What if you were just sending them a box of big black and purple and pink toys? And you're telling me they're just going to open up your box?
Not my fault.
I found the card. Aggressively, I might add. But, okay, yeah, so this has the information on it right there, and then there should be some tasting notes on the back. But I actually wanted to go ahead and taste it before I read the tasting notes, just for my own pleasures. Yeah, well, you know what? Man, okay. So, this is a straight double rye whiskey. It's a blend of 2 ryes. 2/3 of this blend is a 95.5 barley, or 95 rye, 5 barley, aged 3 years. So that was a 3-year one. I got that one mixed back. Then a third of it is a 51% rye, 39% corn, and 10% malted barley. Well, actually, it just says barley. I'm only assuming it's malted. But 10% barley. Maybe it's not malted. Aged 4 years, and it's all proofed down to 91. This is grain to glass product, so they get the grains in, I think it's at North Carolina on their website. Or they grow the grains, harvest the grains, and make it straight into the whiskey. So it must be their own distillate, that I'm assuming. Yeah, well, it says, okay. It says distilled in North Carolina and bottled by F.A. Poole & Co. Distillers in Birmingham, Alabama. So it is distilled in North Carolina. Whether it's sourced or not, I'm not sure. But that's what the juice is. So let's go ahead and get a little tasty taste on this and see how it is. Let's get on the nose first. How you doing, Bubba?
I'm bothered that you're blaming me for things on the internet.
Okay. That's right, everybody.
How come I can walk in the house and find your stupid papers and you're blaming me for losing
Where the heck was it?
In the living room where you left it.
I didn't leave it anywhere.
Maybe if you cleaned, you would know where things were. Gosh.
Yeah, guys. Gosh, why would you guys blame Lauren like that? Don't worry, I defended
me more
you.
than you. They're not blaming me for anything.
Sad. Okay, let's get this one on the nose, shall we?
I ordered a pizza.
You ordered a pizza?
Yeah, because I'm really hungry.
I bought another Joseph Angus scarf. Just kidding. What kind of pizza did you get?
Pepperoni.
Oh, I got a drink for you. It's in the fridge. I'll get it. I hope you like it. You can talk to the people.
I'm home. Finally. Holden was trying to hold it down, but was doing a poor job.
Who said that?
The government.
Was that you or was that them?
No.
That's quite rude.
This is some good orange dreamsicle crap you were drinking.
This is the orange dreamsicle crap, but they only had 3 of them. So I grabbed a different one, and it is blackberry, raspberry, Bourbon hard seltzer.
What if I don't like that?
Well, if you don't like it, then I'll drink the rest of it. But I really wanted to try it because this. So guys, I had this on the golf course the other day. It is an orange dreamsicle seltzer, hard seltzer, and it is so good. It literally is fantastic. Like, I could drink these all day and just never stop. It's amazing. Tastes just like an orange dreamsicle. But then they also had, at the store that I went to, they also had this one that I figured I'd pick up so Lauren could try it. It is a blackberry and raspberry.
Hold on, it's 200 calories.
Hard seltzer.
Normally seltzers are a lot less.
Well, yeah. Why do you think it tastes so freaking good? They also had one that was a lime margarita.
It's really dark in here.
It's not that dark in here.
It looks really dark.
It's my computer screen's dark.
Oh.
Yeah. If you
I
look
don't
on the
like
phone,
that.
it looks normal.
It gives me a headache. Can you turn it up?
I can't. I tried.
What's wrong with it?
Oh. There we go.
I tried.
You guys have to go down and then up. It was in battery saving mode. Anyway. So they had a lime margarita, one of these, like hard seltzer from this brand, but I didn't get it because there's one of these and there's 3 of these, and I'm like, I'm just
why
gonna
didn't
get.
you just get 2 of those and one?
Because these are really, really good, and I like them.
Really, really good for you. But normal people would think I'll get half of it for myself, and I'll get half for my wife. This is why we're not married yet, because I still have some training to do.
Training to do. Oh my goodness. Okay.
You laugh, but it's the truth.
Yep, Customs would add a letter to say congratulations. That's crazy. That's nuts. Crazy and nuts. Wait, hold on. Call something like no. Okay, now they're just trying to get me to say funny words I'm not going to be able to pronounce.
Holden can't read.
Real.
Are we opening one of these? I'm confused.
Yeah, you can open yours. The boss is home.
If I don't
Yes,
like
she
it,
is.
Are you gonna
drink it? Yep.
I had an accident.
Okay. Hopefully it's cold enough. I put them in the fridge, or they're in the fridge, so it should be cold enough. How is it? Is it good?
It tastes like a juice from my childhood. I just don't know what juice it is. What juice is it? Is it just lotus?
Yummy juice.
I think it's like the kid wine juice.
And it's sour too.
Grape kid wine juice. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I would be interested in trying the margarita one.
Yeah, you should. Because this is from. So this is from Project Brewing, which is out of Eau Claire, I think. Wait.
Yes, it's the place that has those really good beers.
Yes,
that
I know.
got me hammered.
That's what I'm saying.
I had
this stuff
like
is
2
great.
16% beers from Project Brewing. One was a peanut butter or something. I don't know. Oh. And the other one was a cherry ice cream dipped cone. Like dip it with the cherry. And it was so freaking good. But I was like long gone. Long gone.
That's true.
But we should go here.
We should.
Are they in our passes? I'm gonna go grab one. I'm gonna look.
Oh, they probably are. Joe Dickinson says, "Oh, nice. The Lauren show is finally starting." That was his first comment tonight, I believe. Just because you got here, he had to sit back and wait.
You need to tell me. I know that everyone's only here for me and that you're crazy.
At least I didn't see him any earlier. If you did comment earlier, Joe, I'm sorry. But if you didn't, what the heck? What the heck, man? Sugar says just
so this
smack
is
him
alphabetical order or
first. Ask questions later. It's probably either alphabetical or by city. Well, hold on. Let's go breweries by city. Breweries by city in the table of contents. Let's look up Eau Claire.
Eau Claire K Brewing. I thought this had every brewery in the state. There's a brewery in Denmark. Is that just?
Yeah, that's the winery
wine
place.
mix?
Yep, winery and brewery and distillery. They make it all. They can do it all.
No, it's not in here.
By the way, Sugar Kitty says, just smack him first, ask questions later. #Lauren Show.
Now put that in like extra speed and then.
And Bino says hello to you. Biking Bourbon's in the chat says cheers, y'all. Cheers, Biking Bourbon, man. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you. Good day for biking, I would assume. I'm assuming the weather's the same down there, but yeah, but when it's hot, you want to ride a bike so that the wind cools you down.
Sweat more?
Peter White says, do them come with a 5 milligram Ozempic shot? I don't know what that means, man.
Ozempic? It's like that commercial, the Ozempic commercials.
I don't know what that is.
Maybe you should get out there more. So the Green Bay breweries are Badger State, Copper State, Hinterland, Noble Roots, Stillmock, Titletown, and Zambaldi. So what is Station 1 under? Swamico?
Maybe.
Can't be under Swamico because Swamico's not on here. Oh no, it is. Anape and Station 1.
Nice. Yeah, Sugar said, I understand exactly how you feel, Lauren Whiting. I try to train humans all the time. Impossible. You know what? That's really mean.
You know what, Holden? Every single woman on this planet that has a husband trained him to be the way that she wants him.
But you haven't trained me.
You weren't this way when I met you. You were all blah, 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 blah. You were up here and I brought you down here.
Honestly, I was probably nicer when we first met.
Yeah. I don't want a nice guy.
You want someone who can lay down the law. You want someone aggressive.
Well, who wants to date someone who's just a little wimp? Maybe that's really mean for me to say that. I can't date a little sassy word because then I look like the big old sassy word.
I've never been a little bee, but like
you could be.
No, I was very nice, and especially to you.
But then I look like.
But I was never a little bee.
But then I look like the bad person. But we need to be at the same level so that way I look normal.
Valid. Me typing is really hard. My typing. Yeah, your typing and my reading, man. Bad combination. My typing is really bad today, and I have not even had a pour. What are you doing?
I'm gonna open up the window so I can see where my pizza is.
Just a curtain. Okay. Okay, you gotta pull both strings.
I need to fix this, because this is gonna drive me nuts for the rest of my life.
And you have to pull it straight down. You can't pull it at an angle. That's not how those blinds work. Okay, there you go. Snack first. That question later should be a Bourbon Bar merch shirt. Sugar Kitty, you're just full of ideas. You are just full of ideas. I gotta remember that one.
Maybe you should just start making shirts. Let's just start there.
I really should. The only problem is.
Effing couch.
And take a picture of that one there.
Okay. If you have it on there, you can always just go back.
I know, but I'm never gonna remember what video.
Why did you get on my phone?
Because my phone's over there. Ozempic is for diabetes.
See, I told you it was a commercial.
All right, guys. So this is Mersey.
Mercy.
Lamborghini Mersey.
How do they say Mercy in Outlander?
I don't know. On the nose, though.
Mercy. We should go back and watch it and figure it out, and then you can say it, and then we can be all.
Lord, have mercy.
Okay, I tell you not in it, so I don't have any more issues.
Good job. Okay. On the nose, though, guys, this smells quite sweet, actually. It does have a bit of like a caramely, like desserty, like a sweet caramely desserty note. A bit of like a spice in the nose, a light cinnamon spice. It does smell very good. Because craft whiskey, you don't want too much like of that crafty flavor in craft whiskey. But this, I'm not getting any like astringent or bad notes in, so that's really good and promising. But I wanna get what award they got, so I can tell you guys. It was the. Hold on, come on, just work for daddy. You're not a daddy. Okay, it won the 2023 International Spirits Competition, or I got a silver medal, which is very good for spirit excellence. So, from the American Distilling Institute. So, take that for what it's worth. I know that that awards can be awesome. So, that is really exciting and good for them. But overall, so far, how did I look like?
Pretty high. It's kind of smoky looking in here.
What the fuck?
Sorry, guys.
But then I got high.
Sorry, guys. I had to post my B-reel. I was a few hours
Yeah.
late. Look at it. Shelby's posting your friend on here naked.
I don't want to see that. Anyway. Okay. What else? Like the caramel. Maybe it's more of a butterscotch. It's got like this vanilla-y flavor in it too. Oh man, it's got just like.
Oh man.
It smells. The nose of this one's great. Honestly, compared to the Rittenhouse, I think the Mersey has a better nose than the Rittenhouse. This is a side by side. I know they're not even like close to the same thing, but like the Mersey has a better nose than the Rittenhouse. That much I will say. But let's get on the palate. Okay, initially it's got like metallic-y vanilla sweetness, like on the front of the palate. Honestly, this one would throw me for a loop on whether it's okay. Think about what the camera sees when you're like down there reaching at stuff, because all the camera sees is like, what do you think that looks like to them?
Entertaining.
I mean, honestly, I'm trying to review a whiskey here, and she's just like, sheesh. Very vanilla-y, like a metallic vanilla frosting on the palate. I would have a hard time determining if this is a rye or a bourbon.
It smells like ice cream.
I'm not to that one yet. Wait.
Oh, I thought we already did this one.
No. But the palate is very good, especially front palate. I think front palate is better than the Rittenhouse as well. Now the finish, however, this does have a bit of spice in the finish. I don't know quite if it's going as much spice as a Rittenhouse. But I can do more of a side-by-side comparison, and we can find out. Honestly, there's a light fruit in here as well. Like not an apple. Pear, no. It's got like some kind of fruity, maybe like a stone fruitiness in it. On the palate here. That adds tasting really good. Whew. Yeah, Rittenhouse is 10 times more spicy, but the Mersey is like sweeter, more toward the bourbon side of things, honestly, in flavor profile wise. It's not an overly rye, you know what I mean? Maybe that's at 1/3 of a barely legal rye in there that's doing that trick. But let's go ahead and read some of the notes that they have. Oh, and they have cocktails on here. Just a typical like cocktails.
But like they have the Sazerac, right?
Yeah, I would love to make a Sazerac out of this.
Well, I like the Sazerac with the cognac, right? Or the whiskey, and you like the cognac better. We tried them and I don't remember.
No, I think we both like the whiskey, but you really didn't like the cognac, and I thought the cognac was still good. I just liked the rye better, I think.
When what's his face comes out with his gin, are we gonna get it? I think
I would like to, but I'd rather get
really
the scotch, and I don't know if I want to pay $100 for a bottle of gin.
It's $100.
Their scotch is $100.
Okay,
their tequila is probably $100.
I don't know.
We'll look at the price when it comes out. So we're talking about Sassenach spirits coming out with a gin.
Yeah, they're coming out with a gin.
And with botanicals from Ireland.
I really like gin cocktails.
I mean Scotland, not Ireland. Botanicals
Scotland.
from like native Scotland. So I mean, yeah. I would love to try it. I'm just not about to pay 6 or 3 figures for it.
Do things for me.
You can buy it. See, that's what I mean. Like, I'm like nasally today. I don't know. No, I don't have
Your
allergies.
eyes are really red.
Well, I took a shower.
Okay, but just because you didn't have allergies when you were young doesn't mean you don't have allergies.
I've never had allergies.
Yes, but when you're older, you can start getting allergies.
Yeah.
And a lot of people's allergies will start in their mid-20s.
But I don't consent to having allergies. Therefore, the allergies are not allowed to be part of me. That's the way things work, okay? So that's
this is
what.
why it's the Lauren show, not the Holden show.
Anyway, Bino says, "Good show, you two. Cheers." Thanks, Bino. All right, let's
Bino's
read.
still waiting to come over to this house. Maybe you can have Bino and my dad on the live stream.
Maybe on Sunday I can smoke some meat and have Bino and your dad over,
Okay.
and Jacob, and Alyssa. It's gonna be a whole ass party. All right, let's read some of the notes that they have.
Smoke some meat to have
So it's got a
party.
color of honey, which I could say honey. Honestly, it might even be just a tad darker than honey.
I don't think so.
It is a really nice like golden color.
Yeah.
If I'm being honest. The nose is sweet. Yes, absolutely sweet. Honey. I could see honey applesauce. Ooh. Like, yeah, the sugary, cinnamony, like, applesauce. I can get that. Rye spice is in there. Honeydew melon. Honeydew melon. That is 100% what I was, like,
What does honeydew
a
melon?
melon? It's a cantaloupe.
Well, I don't remember what
But,
cantaloupe
like,
smells like.
Didn't we just have cantaloupe the
No,
other
but
day?
that doesn't mean I will sit around smelling it.
Okay, smell and taste are close to the same thing.
Okay, but when people tell me that things smell like certain things, and then they're like, "Oh, you know, they smell
When
like-"
I smell peppers and they revolt me, and then I eat them and they also revolt me, it's the
Just like
same
you're a little
sensation.
toasty.
But
Toasty.
yeah, honeydew melon, that's a good one. And then on the palette it says rye spice, honeydew melon. So yes and yes, very much so. Cinnamon, I got. Clove. Yep.
Go click on Joe's comment.
And then, well, let me finish what I'm saying.
Well, I don't have the patience to wait for you.
Medium viscosity mouthfeel. Yeah, that's the other thing is, for a craft whiskey, this has a surprisingly decent mouthfeel. I will say that.
Why don't they fill this bottle up all the way? This is wasted.
Because it's,
all the neck pour is gone.
you don't want to fill the neck.
But all the other whiskeys do.
No, they don't. This is a new bottle today. I poured this much out of it.
Yeah, that much to get you up here. And this one you've already had, so it was probably up here somewhere.
No.
This is the longest neck I've ever seen. It's like the giraffe of whiskey.
The finish of this one says medium long, more honeydew melon, black pepper, and honey. That honeydew melon note is such a good note. I always forget about melons when I'm drinking whiskey. And you know, I love melons.
He does love melons.
I do. I love melons.
Stop doing that. I have like lemons.
No, you don't.
What
You have
do-
like, yours are more, they're not watermelons, but they're cantaloupe at least.
They're not. They're mini cantaloupes.
Have you seen a cantaloupe?
Yeah, normal size cantaloupe.
This girl over here. Black pepper though on the finish. That's a good one. I'm gonna try to get that one. These are some good tasting. They did a good job with the tasting notes. Because these are pretty accurate. And when I say pretty accurate, I mean I can get all these things that they're saying. It was like
Can
the
I try to
applesauce
smell
was
the
in it.
honeydew melon?
You might want to taste. The taste has more honeydew melon than the smell does.
Well, I don't have any honeydew melon to compare it to. Tastes like grass.
Like grass. Well, this is a rye.
Like wet grass.
Like grass. In a good way or a bad way? What did you think of this one?
I don't dislike grass, but I wouldn't drink it.
But what do you think about this whiskey?
That's okay. There's no like punch to it though.
Okay. Well, yeah. It definitely is an easier one to drink. But the honeydew melon note.
You know how I feel about
like
my strong ones. I like my whiskey like I like my men. This is the time to be sharpening your muscles.
This is so small compared to this
Well, I
one.
was feeling them yesterday. They were
Right.
almost really small compared to this one.
This one is like much bigger. I'm sorry you guys had to see that. That was so unprofessional. Black pepper. Black pepper is a note that I can, when people pick it out, I'm looking for black pepper, I can get it because I eat a lot of black pepper. It's a very hard note for me to pick out, like by myself. But it is a good note on the finish. Medium long, accurate, honeydew melon, and honey. Honey's a good note in there. Probably bringing a lot of that sweetness in there. I would say that there is a bit of vanilla in here as well. At least on the front of the palate, there's a bit of vanilla. Almost like a metallic vanilla. Like, I don't know, like frosting. But let's go ahead. That was really good. I probably will do a full video on this because Gavin has been super cool. And he even sent me a shirt. They did a fundraiser for Ukraine, and so it's like a shirt from that. You make my feet fall asleep when you do this.
But when I don't have my feet up on your feet, then my feet fall asleep. Would you rather my feet fall asleep or your feet fall asleep? Answer cautiously.
Anyway, okay, let's go back to that comment that you said. Smoking meat, everyone converge on Wisconsin. Yes. Gosh, I am so dyslexic.
That's not dyslexic, you just have a fat tongue.
Everyone converge on Wisconsin. Party at Holdenville. Yes, come over.
We would have you guys
have some brisket. Sunday's National Brisket Day. Oh shit. How's bad?
What you're trying to do.
National Brisket Day is Sunday. Perfect time for you to make brisket video. You know what? I'm gonna make a brisket on Sunday.
You have to have a brisket to make a brisket.
I'm gonna buy one. At the store.
What time are you gonna get up to make this?
12 o'clock.
You're gonna get up at midnight when you're not gonna go to bed until at least 10.
Says who? I mean, what are we doing Sunday that I have to stay up for? I mean Saturday that I have to stay up for.
I don't know. What if your cousin has a party like he normally does? He's
not, because my Aunt Naomi is having a party on Monday.
Why?
Because it's Memorial Day.
Yeah, it's Monday. I'm working next day.
I have to work on Monday.
I don't have to work on Monday.
Anyway, I'm gonna make a brisket. Yeah, I have to. It's National Brisket Day. You know what, Joe? Thanks. I needed that motivation. It's gonna be my first brisket ever. And it's gonna be good.
It's gonna be a little crunchy. You're not gonna put any fucking seasoning on it, and it's gonna taste like meat. How fucking boring. You better put
it's
some
gonna
good
have
seasoning. If you don't put fucking good seasoning on it, I'm not eating it.
It's gonna have salt, pepper.
That's not
and
no
garlic.
That is not enough. If you make it like that, I'm not eating it. You need to put some effort into this.
Fine, I'll do half rub and half.
Put some effort in.
That is effort.
No,
people who smoke things don't want it covered.
I don't want the taste of meat.
Anyway, look what you did, Joe. You caused an argument. Derek says I have a nice
my dad would make it exactly
brisket,
how I
just
want.
waiting for the right day to smoke it. Well, you know what? Your dad can make a brisket, and I can make a brisket. Then we could both have our briskets.
And guess what? I'm not going to eat any of yours, and then you're going to be booty hurt about it, and then I'm going to hear about it all day, and then you're going to come on here next week, and you're going to tell everyone about how I didn't eat your brisket.
James Morgan's in the chat, says evening Holden and all. Cheers, man.
James is the one from the UK,
yeah,
right?
How is it
since the inauguration? That's what they call it, right? Coronation.
Coronation would be the right word. Yeah, how is that? How's it doing over there? How's it going over there? Derek says, I need time. Work is not working for me. I'm sorry. What time are you working on Sunday, mister?
And he should get done, I think, at 6 on Sunday. So we'll be home
at
at 7. But that's like just late dinner.
Yeah, you have late dinner. Chris Taft says, sorry, Holden. T-Rob has a whiskey tube patent on flexing on stream. Oh. You know what? Just give me 2 more months. And I should be a bit more shredded.
What happens in 2 months?
I'll be shredded.
You're not going to be shredded for our vacation?
No.
Well,
I'm like 186 right now.
Vacation's 2 weeks away.
You can only lose like a pound a week, a pound and a half at most.
So you'll be 3 pounds later.
Yeah, but I mean, I'll look good, but I'm not going to be shredded. I'm going to be shredded in a couple months. Like, Gonna have abs.
You
Again.
did that last year.
I got abs for Halloween, somewhat.
Barely.
James Morgan says, if you want it, no, or wait.
If you get it, come and get it.
Okay, if you can help me with this one, yes, please.
If you want it, no or wait, and you might catch it in NY. Yeah. Now or wait is what it thinks. Maybe it's a slang.
I'm so confused.
Maybe it's slang, British slang.
I'm sorry, man. I'm trying so hard. My brain's not computing what's going on.
This is my second drink of the day. I only ate a teeny little bit today.
What do you mean second drink?
Oh, we went out for drinks. That's why I was late.
You weren't even working? You were drinking?
I was working.
She was drinking on TGIT without us.
I was thinking about you.
Technically,
I left before the lecture started.
Technically, I did stalk you and I knew that you were at that restaurant. I just thought maybe you were getting food so that you wouldn't be hungry, but instead you were just out there drinking.
Well, I didn't get food because it would have taken longer. You're gonna ruin our fucking floors.
Okay, let's go ahead and drink some Brothers Bond rye whiskey. Oh, that was moist. All right, pour it in the Glen.
Where's my pizza?
Keep it in the Glen. Yeah, where the fuck is your pizza?
I don't know. I just ordered one little teeny pizza.
Wait, when did you order it?
On my way home.
That was like 30 minutes ago, wasn't it? Did you check by the door? Maybe they just didn't say anything.
Well, you think they would have knocked?
Well, maybe they did knock. We just didn't hear it.
How can we not hear it? I've been watching outside.
Yeah, but you're not really tall enough to see through.
There's no pizza out there.
What if your order never went through?
It did go through. I got the email. There's a bumblebee drinking my flowers.
Oh, I got some cigars today. They're in that box right there. All right, everybody. Oh, this Brothers Bond. It's like candy in a Glen. It really is. It's like sweet, sweet candy. Just like crazy, fruity, pineapple-y, upside down. Pineapple upside down cake. Come smell. This is the Brothers Bond Rye. Pineapple upside down cake.
I don't remember what pineapple upside down cake even tastes.
Well, you remember what pineapple smells like? Now imagine a really sugary, cakey pineapple.
We should make what's on my boobs?
Yeah, what is on your boobs?
No, was it there before?
Who was touching them?
Jesus.
Clearly, at least cantaloupes.
Can you stop? I don't want people to look at me like that.
Well, maybe you shouldn't be standing in front of a camera going like this.
I don't want people to see my mess that I made.
All right, sorry everybody. We're so off track today.
This is normal. What are you even talking about?
You're right.
It's a whiskey channel that doesn't discuss whiskey.
You're right. Joe Dickinson says, Lauren, I can send you a good rub piece. Oh, I mean,
Hold it.
Ow. I can send you a good rub recipe.
Yeah, my dad's like a professional griller, and he makes everything the way that I like it because I'm spoiled. And Holden thinks that it's okay to make things bland and sad. Half the point of a brisket is to make burnt ends, and you're gonna freaking sit here and tell me you're just gonna put salt and pepper on it? What's some sad ass burnt ends?
You make it sound like it's a piece of meat with a sprinkle of salt and pepper. No, it's a salt, pepper, and garlic powder rub. Listen.
You gotta give it some contrast.
You gotta stop for a second. I gotta explain myself.
I don't care.
Okay. This is my first time smoking a brisket. Would I
We have a brisket rub in the cupboard just waiting to be used that my mom got for us.
That's not the point I'm getting at.
I'm not eating it.
For my first brisket.
You started with the ribs and then you continued to make sad ribs.
Are you gonna keep interrupting me?
Yes.
Do I need to take you and spank you over there?
We'll see what fucking happens if you do that.
Don't you think it'd be a good idea to get one with the typical rub that everyone uses, salt, pepper, and garlic?
Who the fuck is everyone? Who is everyone? Every sad,
Stop interrupting me. I'm just trying to explain that people who grill for people who like nerd out about grilling and actually like the taste of meat.
I don't.
Yes, and I'm saying
If
people...
you want someone that likes to taste
Stop
of meat,
interrupting me!
Go find. I'm not that person.
Oh my goodness. Anyway, don't you think it would be good to have a starting point so I know what a good, decent brisket tastes like without a crap load of seasoning? So I know if I did a good or a bad job for the second time, then I can make it a different way the next time. But at least so that the first time I have a starting point of where to go from, because that just seems like good practice to me.
Sure, we'll go with that. Or it seems like wasting $60.
Anyway, cheers, Lauren from the UK.
See, I keep track of these people.
It was expensive. It cost $125 million to the crown.
Yeah,
I heard that.
And like, they didn't even wear cool outfits. If we're gonna waste people's money, at least make it look.
Peter White says, okay, poured a rye, Shelter Point 9-year, Shelter Point 9-year single cask, Alberta Premium, 119.2 proof, pretty good stuff. I've seen lots of Alberta Premium. It's pretty common around Wisconsin area, but I've never gotten like a cask strength version, which I've heard is great. But overall, it sounds great. Could be Patwa. What's so funny?
Not that coming with the next one.
Oh, come back, Lauren. That was right.
Not that one, the next one.
Oh, I like this channel. It's exciting. Hey, man. You just see things on this channel. You got booby rubbing. You got bickering. You got Holden getting interrupted because it's the Lauren show.
Yeah, it is the fucking Lauren show. Find your place. Gosh.
I'm taking your drink away from you. I'm just kidding. Don't hurt me. Did you guys see that? Did you guys see the look in her eyes? Like I was fucking not gonna be alive after tonight. Like I'm gonna wake up in heaven tomorrow because I'm gonna have a pillow on my face.
Holden, if you die, they're gonna look back at these videos and it's gonna be motive for me to murder you, and I'm gonna be put in jail while you're dead. Is that how you want me to live my life after you die?
Maybe you should.
I've already gladly told you that I will let you die first, so that way you don't have to live without me. And this is how you repay me.
Maybe you shouldn't try to kill me then.
I didn't do anything!
Derek says if you're going to brine this brisket, you better get moving.
Yeah. Put some flavor in that shit. Inject it with something.
I was gonna say something, but I shouldn't. Joe Dickens says,
is it erotic?
It was erotic. That was a word for it. Joe Dickens says maybe you should make 2. You can see how bland it. Oh.
This is why I like these people.
My smoker's not big enough for 2.
No, it's not.
It's probably hardly big enough for 1. I'm gonna have to flip it because there's gonna be a hotter side of the smoke box where the actual smoke's coming through versus the other side. So I'm gonna have to put a point on the one side for a majority and then flip it toward the end to make sure it's getting an even cook. It's probably gonna be my biggest battle is cooking it evenly.
So how are you gonna leave this here while we're at church?
So yeah, I was thinking I would just go on Saturday. Do you work on Saturday?
In the morning. Till 5. I could just go to church in the morning without you.
Yeah, you could. It's not like we're going to be waking up together anyway if my ass is outside grilling already at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Fuck, I ain't getting up.
And you know what, Joe? The thing is, Lauren doesn't like the taste of brisket.
Okay.
She doesn't like the taste of meat.
Just stop. Okay.
It has to be covered in like a salty, yummy, like...
It has to be covered and seasoned to perfection. Gordon Ramsay's not serving shit without flavor.
Gordon Ramsay would totally smoke a brisket with salt, pepper, and garlic.
Gordon Ramsay would tell you to cater to your audience.
You don't know Gordon Ramsay.
I do.
I hope that all the boys get that reference. Where the hell's Hang Days Eat tonight?
He's mad 'cause we're not going to Arizona to visit him for our honeymoon.
I'm sorry, hanging. I was about to say there's a scene in Letterkenny where they're talking about Gordon Ramsay, and there's like, well, he's a great guy, but he's a hair guy, and then they like mock him. There's like, he's like, it's something like, I did not come here to tell you to put French onions in the French onion soup, and then they just go like this and like pretend to fix their hair or whatever, and then it's like a whole thing. It's very funny. It's a very funny moment.
And you just don't explain it correctly.
Derek says people that tell you only salt and pepper are afraid yours might be better than theirs. People that tell you only salt and pepper.
They're saying that people tell you that only salt and pepper is because they're afraid that if you do something cool, that yours will be better.
No, it's salt, pepper, and garlic.
Doesn't matter. That's not enough. People who only season their shit with salt, pepper, and garlic live a sad life.
And you know what? I would agree with you if we were doing an electric smoke in a convection oven, but this is smoking. If you put too thick,
I'm gonna start serving you all your stuff with no seasoning on it, and you're gonna see how I feel.
If you put too thick of a rub on something, the smoke isn't gonna penetrate it as much. It's gonna get a lot less smoky flavor. The flavor is supposed to come from the smoking, the meat, and the type of wood that you use, not 10 pounds of rub.
I don't give a shit about the smoky flavor. If it tastes like meat, I'm not eating it.
Well, then go put one in the oven.
Well, then go cook me one, like you always say you're gonna. But I don't think you've cooked one damn thing in this house since we moved in. If
I'm gonna spend 16 hours smoking a brisket, I don't want it to taste like I put it in the oven.
I'm gonna fold your fucking underwear. You're gonna cook me food that I want to eat.
You don't have to fold my. I don't know why you fold my underwear. You just throw it in the drawer. Just throw it in the drawer.
You yell at me.
No, when you throw it on the floor.
I yell at you. Underwear, don't put it on the floor.
Unreal. You only start from fantastic and keep going. This is a young Ken's and Carly show.
Who's Ken and Carly? Him?
Huh?
Is him Ken?
His name is Chris.
I know, but that's why I'm confused.
No, I don't know who Ken and Carly is.
Oh, and probably some really cool people whose
I'm
wife
sure
is always
I'm sure he'll say the name of the channel, and I'll be like, oh wait, yeah, I do know those people, but like, I'm very bad with first names.
I told him, don't worry.
Peter White says Alberta Premium Cast Strength is about 5 years old. I have AP ranging from 10 to 30 years, with the 16-year Hofstadter's Family Reserve is the best, in my opinion. Wow, that is some high age.
Scotch Down Under.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I know that.
You need to write these down. I feel like I need more friends. Maybe I should reach out to them.
That's really cool, Peter. I don't think I would ever see any of those in Wisconsin, but that sounds really good. It sounds awesome. You went absent for long enough. Or you were absent for long enough.
Me?
Yeah, because you weren't here the whole time.
In the beginning?
Yeah, we were here for like an hour before you got here.
I'm sorry. No, you're only here for 40 minutes.
I know, sure, Kitty. Who the heck folds underwear?
Holden's...
I was like, who the hell's here? And then I remembered it was a pizza. I just ball it up. I have a drawer, an underwear drawer. You just take it.
Holden didn't fold his socks until I met him. And then I folded his socks and made him fold them.
What do you mean? What are you talking about? No, you take the two socks and you fold them into like they're a ball. Then I throw all of my socks, and now I have all the same kind of sock. I just purged, and it was good. Yes, Scotch. I do know them. I know them. I just didn't know the names. That's my bad. I've been ghosted. James, why'd you get ghosted? I didn't ghost you.
Sugar Kitty ghosted him.
Oh, yes. I see. Okay. Kind of the original pub style whiskey tube channel. Oh.
Are we pub style or are we just screwed up style?
No, pub style is where I would go on and post a link and all the other people could join. Like in a bar. What kind is that?
Pepperoni, I told you.
Lauren's eating a pepperoni pizza. It's a pepperoni pizza. And I am drinking Brothers Bond 4-grain rye whiskey, 96 proof. And it's quite good. Pineapple upside down cake on the nose. An orgasm on the palate.
I wouldn't know.
Bullshit. Don't lie to the people. You're gonna make me look bad.
Whoops. Too late.
Hey, at least you admitted that you were lying. Nope, I'm dieting. Anyway, this tastes so fantastic. I'm sure you guys probably saw either my short or my review of this Brothers Bond, but honestly, I think it's better than the bourbon, the normal bourbon. I think the cask strength is amazing. I do. It's fantastic. But the normal 80 proof is good. This 96 proof rye, very, very good. Really good. I recommend if you guys like ryes to get it. It's just a solid MGP rye, but it's a 4 grain, so it does have a little bit of something extra. It's that pineapple upside down cake is really odd, but fantastic flavor. It's got sweetness and spices and just well rounded. Very good. Very good. Very good, sir. You enjoying your pizza?
Yeah, feels good to eat.
Feels good to eat. That's good. Yep. Comparing that to the Rittenhouse.
Stop yelling now.
Comparing that to the Rittenhouse, let's get a little sip on this. Man,
I have a question.
Compared to the Brothers Bond and the Mersey, the Rittenhouse is just so spicy, and it's not quite nearly as good. What's your question?
What was the point of this YouTube video?
What do you mean?
What was the point of this?
Drinking Mersey and new. The title was reviewing Mersey Rye whiskey and drinking new bottles of whiskey.
Okay. I wasn't there for that.
Yeah, I made it this afternoon at work.
I haven't gone on my phone.
Oh. But yeah, so overall, guys, as a kind of like. Hey, and AZ is in the chat. Oh, for rip are you buds? Oh, fucking A, right? We are, bud. We cut our weight in firewood. Every 15 minutes or so, smoke break, and the Leafs make the playoff. I'll fucking jump in the lake. Anyway, hey, AZ, good to see you, buddy. If you see a lock, stock, and barrel rye, which was many different expensive age statements, they're all part of premium. I did see one of those. It was a 21-year-old, or it was like 21 or something. It was very expensive. I did not buy it, but it was very expensive. I didn't know much about it though. It's like a black bottle, right? Like a black, I think like all black bottle with like barely any writing on it. The pizza is from Gallagher's.
Gallagher's Pizza.
I don't know if they have Gallagher's down there.
There's just 3 up here.
Oh, really? I thought they were bigger than that. But yes, Gallagher's Pizza. If you've ever had, it's pretty good stuff. Chris Taff says, Lauren, you have to watch Scotch Down Under and see how Carly reacts to Ken.
She's probably hilarious.
Oh, yeah.
She probably makes the show. It's probably the Carly show.
You think so, huh?
It's like iCarly, but modern day.
Just a bargain price for the... I don't know. I'm confused. Lauren was hangry. Oh, she gets quite hangry.
I could yell some more if you want me to.
She what? Yell some more?
I could yell some more.
I don't think so. I think we're okay.
Don't piss me off then, I won't yell.
Lock, stock, and barrel 16 should be in the $160 range. Yeah, I think it was like 21 years or something. Yeah. Haney says Carly says more curse words than Lauren. That's surprising. Lauren was not afraid to drop the F-bomb.
I know. I was going to say that's a lot of curse words because I swear all the time.
Yeah. Overall, just a quick review. Rittenhouse, solid bottle, especially for $10. $10 for a store pick of Rittenhouse Rye. Pretty good. Brothers Bond, I already talked that up and up. It's fantastic. This Mersey, though, I was very pleasantly surprised. It is honestly quite good, especially for being a craft whiskey. You never really fully expect craft whiskey to be good because it's craft. You don't expect it to be bad, but you don't have high expectations going in. So it's always great to see it surpass your expectations when you're tasting it, which is super cool. So if you guys are ever in the Alabama area, otherwise I think there's some distribution in in like northern Florida and like the Panhandle, Florida area, definitely check out Mersey Spirits because their rye whiskey award winning and it's pretty damn good. Pretty damn good. So that being said, that's all we have for whiskey. Now, do I or do I not open one of these guys and have it? It's 210 calories. I could save it for the next.
Mine's only 200 calories, so mine's healthy.
Yeah.
Save it for the next one.
I'll save it for the next one because while these are fantastic, I can't ruin my entire diet just by drinking them all. But that being said, let's get up on a few comments here, guys, and then I think it'll be time to log off. Anyways, he says, "What new bottles did you get? What did I miss?" So hanging, we did the Brothers Bond. We just finished drinking that, which you've watched the video, you commented on them, so very good stuff. Also, went to the store today and found this Rittenhouse Rye for $10, and it's a store pick from Hy-Vee. So $10 for Rittenhouse Rye. Tried that for the first time. It was pretty good. Not as good as these two, but pretty good. And then the last one is this guy called Mersey Spirits. It is a craft distillery and a craft company, craft whiskey from Birmingham, Alabama. And it is a double rye whiskey with a 95.5 rye blended with a barely legal 51% rye. And they sent this to me to review. And I opened it up the other day. Ended up being pretty good. So I brought it on here, reviewed it, and it held up against two pretty good whiskeys. And yeah, so I'll probably end up doing a full video review on it at some point. But that was super cool that they sent that out. So thanks again to Gavin for sending that out from Mersey Spirits or FA. Wait, that actual company, Craft Spirits. It should pop up. But the actual distillery is called okay. The company's Mersey Craft Spirits. But this distillery is called F.A. Pool and Co. Distillers. That's why I was getting confused. But good whiskey in there. And I definitely recommend you guys at least try it at some point if you have the opportunity to. Also, hanging easy, I got another Joseph Magna cigar blend. So I now have two. I got one the other day. And then today I saw another Joseph Magna cigar blend for $200. But it was the same batch as the one I already had. I left it at the store. Then I went to a different store, saw 4 bottles of Russell's 13 behind the desk, on the manager's desk, and 2 bottles of Michter's 10-year. And none of those were for sale because the manager wasn't there. So maybe I'll have to go back tomorrow. I don't know. But that was my adventure today. That's what you missed. Rittenhouse for $10. Yeah, I know, right? Great deal. It was awesome. And it's a store pick. I spent my whiskey budget on new clothes, washer, and a pole saw for tree trimming.
That's a fucking lot of a whiskey budget.
That is a lot of whiskey budget, yeah. Heck yeah. Chris Cat says, Holden and Lauren, you need to come in on Ken's stream sometime. What time, though? Because, actually, that's the same. No, wait. New Orleans was an hour ahead, right? Mm-mm. Or is it the same time?
They're the same.
Okay, I wonder what. It all depends on what time they stream.
They're at New Orleans?
Well, I would hope that Scotch on the Bayou is.
Scotch Down Under. Down Under means Australia.
I'm so confused.
Scotch on the Bayou is a different person.
Yeah, I know. Scotch on the Bayou is Oh wait, I know that one.
It's that lady.
Yeah.
I've seen her before.
We watched her.
I know.
I forgot. I just stuck with names.
Totally can't even tell you what it's from.
Scotch Down Under is yes. I've watched Scotch Down Under too. It was a while ago. And that would be because I've watched them when I'm at work in the morning once.
So
or twice, once or twice.
The morning time?
It would be like, I'm pretty sure it was like, oh man, I can't even remember what time. It was early in the morning? I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure. Looking at their shipping charges, 50.
You streamed for 5 hours?
Streams around 9 a.m. Eastern time, but goes for like 8 hours. Yeah. 9 a.m. That's, yes. 9
So
a.m.
it's 8 a.m. us.
Yeah, because I was at work and I was about to eat my second breakfast, and they were on.
We should go for a walk.
And they're on tonight.
We're on tonight?
Special drinkers unit with Cajun Ken.
Tonight?
Ken streams for over 5 hours. That's crazy. So 8.
People think we're crazy for going for like 2 hours.
That's hard. I always work. Do they always do Tuesdays too, or do they switch it up?
I look weird on this side. My head's like misshapen. Right? This side of my head's higher. This side of my head's higher than this side.
Well, it's the way you have your hair.
I don't think so. What if I broke it up in a different?
I don't know. Ken is a Spartan. Like a Halo Spartan or like a Spartan from 300? That's the question that we need answers for. Because a Halo Spartan is cool, like super cool, but I guess so is one from the 300 movies too, which is from obviously Rome, Greece, Rome. Were Spartans Greek or Roman?
I don't remember. You were the one that liked the Greek shit.
Well, I like Greek mythology. It had nothing to do with Spartans.
Well,
it was gods.
I think Spartans are Greek.
I don't know. Either way, I think we need to log off.
From Roman. We're Roman. Yeah, that's Greek.
Sparta is Greek. Yes. This is Sparta. I am making a Wisconsin old fashioned tonight. No 7-Up, but we'll use ginger ale.
I don't like 7-Up anyway.
Yeah, just do it honestly, sugar or hanging. Put it in like a whiskey glass or like a short glass. Don't do it like sometimes in Wisconsin we'll put it in a pint glass. But if you do it in a shorter glass and use like the soda, it's actually pretty good. It tames it down a bit, which is refreshing and nice. Sometimes. But that being said,
Holden and I need to go have a walk.
Yep. Thank you all for coming out. I appreciate you for being here. Great whiskeys we have on the table here, and these drinks were also fantastic. And I appreciate each and every one of you guys, all the people who are in the chat tonight, who also have channels. Make sure you check them out. Also, if you guys haven't hit the like button yet or subscribed to me, what are you doing? Please do that. Check out Mersey Spirits if you guys are interested, because he's a very nice guy, and they make some good whiskey. And I can't wait to see what else they can come out with. But also, since we were talking about it, go check out Scotch in the Bayou. I mean, fuck, why do I always say that? Down under. Don't yell at me. Oh, well, check them out both because they're both cool. Oh, man.
It's okay. Everyone has mistakes. Oh, you're such a baby.
It's been a long live stream doing the first hour by myself.
Oh,
Hey, I used to do this by myself every week.
I was in school. I couldn't come home on Tuesday nights to do it for you.
For me? And that is why it's called the Lauren Show. The Cretans at Sparta make the Spartan at Crete.
I thought that's like crust. Like they were crusty.
Sparta did like to fight with Athens, though.
Sparta is like a place in Greece, right?
So is Athens.
That's why I'm asking. Athens is the capital, I think.
I used a mason jar glass with a handle. Hobo style. Oh, dude. Very nice. All Wisconsinites would appreciate you for doing that.
That is called Boho Chic. Or something like that.
Yes. TGIT, check out My Bourbon Journey. He's on right now. He's also another Wisconsinite. Cheers to him. And then 21090 as usual on the TGIT crew lineup. Not sure if Bad Axe Bobby's streaming as well or not, but if he is, check out him. Basically, anyone who streams on Tuesdays, TGIT crew, it's goated. Because, Tuesdays, you got to get through them somehow, right? There were city-states before Greece as a nation.
Wow.
Okay, learn something new every day. My Bourbon Journey link is right there. Thank you, Sugar Kitty. Guys, click that link. Also, like I said, like and subscribe. And thank you for being here.
And Holden will give you a big hug when he needs you.
I will. We will see you all.
Wait.
Oh, and Scotch on the. See, this is why I'm getting confused. Okay, Scotch on the Bayou,
Another one.
and then Bad Axe Bobby is not on tonight. Chris Tass said, "Don't forget Whiskey Encore and Cheech later tonight." Yes, or with Cheech, I mean. And Scotch on the Bayou and Scotch Down Under. See, it's the starting word Scotch is always just trips me out.
Oh.
By Greece, back then, many people really mean Athens.
Okay. I'm
Good
in
to
Greece
know.
now because I wasn't there live back then.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Let's go.
All right. Well, cheers, everybody. Cheers, James Morgan. Have a good night. Have a nice week. Yes, you too. All right. See you all in the next class. Woo! Okay. Cheers, everybody. Good night, and have a wonderful rest of your week.